Now devotees, just a few words briefly. For these past few nights you have been attending various yajnas. Discourses have been given to you by various pundits. I just want to put to you a very, very simple basic point from a philosophical angle. And I keep mentioning that whatever we do, there is devotion, there are different dimensions. But philosophy must be understood so that we can internalize and put into practice. Now the concept of Ganesh briefly, I put it in the context of the ultimate objective of Sanatana Dharma. The first statement of the Ganesh Atharva Sirish of the Atharva says, Tvameva pratyaksham tattvamasi. Tvameva pratyaksham tattvamasi. O Gajanan, you are the visible manifestation of this dictum, thou art that. What does this imply? The Vedas have told us, and the sages have put it very nicely, Yatha Pindi Tatha Brahman, as in the microcosm, so in the macrocosm. Non-duality. Aham Brahmasmi. Non-duality. The ultimate state of realization is that I am one with Brahma. Ganesh Baba symbolizes this state of non-duality. The elephant head represents the macrocosm, the human body the microcosm. Aham Brahmasmi. Microcosm, macrocosm. Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahmandi. The biggest obstacle we have in life, devotees, is avidya, ignorance. There are 5 mental afflictions which affect every one of us, without exception. Avidya, asmita. Avidya is ignorance. Asmita, ego, I-ness. Rag, attachment or likes. Dvesh, dislikes, aversion. And abhinivesh, fear of death. The latter 4 all stem from the first, which is avidya, ignorance. Lord Ganesh is a Lord of wisdom. So to remove this avidya, to gain the jnana, we worship Gajanan Swami. But all this avidya stems from the notion of duality and plurality. It is because we see subjectivity and objectivity, subject and verb, subject and object with a verb in between, we have problems. I love this, I hate that, I want this, I do not like that. Subject, object and verb, duality and plurality. And we will continue to have problems unless we achieve or attain to the concept of Ganesh, which is non-duality. Non-duality. Now there are 4 qualifications necessary for liberation according to Vedanta. And the first is called Vivek, which is discriminative power, which is compared to Jnana. Bhagavad Mahapuran tells us that there is Bhakti, Jnana and Vairagya. Bhakti was a young lady, Jnana and Vairagya, 2 old men, 2 sons. Jnana and Vairagya, old, debilitated in our lives. What we are being told, worship Gajanan Swami and achieve to that state of Jnana. Vivek, spiritual wisdom, which is the first pathway, as it were, towards self-realization. Nobody can achieve that realization without passing through Ganesh. The Shri Puran tells us that Ganesh was created by Parvati and put to guard the cave. From a yogic point of view, that cave is Muladhara Chakra. Shakti is Kundalini. Gajanan Swami is what we call Yam and Niyam, the forms of self-restraint and positive virtues we need to inculcate within ourselves before we can enter into the cave to Mahashakti, which actually Bhakti personified, Mumukshutva, that intends yearning to be in oneness with God. So the journey begins with the worship of Gajanan Swami. As I mentioned last year, and I keep saying wherever I go, your car is giving problem, you don't have to put to Gajanan Swami to solve that problem. Take the car to a mechanic. You can't save money. You can put the Gajanan if you want, but check out the financial man. You need guidance. Why burden Gajanan Swami with these trivialities? But you can if you want to. But all these trivialities stem from Ajnan, Avidya, ignorance, which is the first mental affliction. Now tomorrow is Independence Day. Trinidad and Tobago is celebrating 47th independence celebrations. Hinduism from ever since has stated moksha, liberation. Our true nature is swatantrata, independence. Aham brahmasmi, I am one with my master. Devotees, it is not by chance that these two are coinciding as it were at this point in time. What I am saying to you, we are all striving to that state of independence. What is independence? Independence is freedom from the cycle of duality, the cycle of birth and death, metempsychosis, duality and plurality. This is true independence. Otherwise, you're always in a state of wants and needs, etc., etc. So I'm saying to each of us, let's understand that we have begun this journey striving for independence, ultimate independence, moksha, aham brahmasmi. And it begins with the worship of Gajanan Swami. Now there is no problem if you want to worship Gajanan and ask for daily problems to be resolved. But to my mind, it is burdening Gajanan with trivial things. We can all cope with these daily problems. But devotees, to have that discriminative power, that vivek is where the problem is. Because we lack it, we have problems. So we are worshipping at this point in time. Our country is in serious problem. We all know that. Crime is a well-beaten statement, but it's a fact. Our leaders, what can we say? Do they have vivek? Do they practice this discriminative power? Or is there prejudice? Is there bias? Is there partisan politics? What is there? What are we as a people? Devotees, more than ever at this point in time, we need Gajanan Swami. So let me put the whole thing in perspective. I want you to remember one important word. Discriminative knowledge, discriminative power. The ability to differentiate between what is real, what is unreal, what is right, what is wrong. And to do that which is right, to stand up for principle. We stand for something or we fall for anything. Get this clear in our minds. So it is not just a ritualistic worship, and then that's it. Tomorrow we go back to normalcy. No. Let's make an effort to change our way, change our attitudes. From inside we need to change. And now we are going to do Visarjan in due course. What does Visarjan mean? Visarjan means immersion. Ganesh is immersed into the ocean. Atma must become immersed in Paramatma. Maya Shakti and Chit Shakti. Non-duality must be avoided. We have to transcend. Duality has to be avoided. We have to transcend duality to go to a state of non-duality. So when we immerse Gajanan Swami here this morning, what we are attempting to do is to attain that ultimate state. Aham brahmasmi, I am one with my master. To satisfy that ultimate dictum of the Vedas, Tat Tvamasi, thou art that. Devotees, this is who you are and what you are. Gajanan Swami is that universal, eternal Atman present in every single one of us. And it makes no sense worshipping Gajanan Swami on the outside and we can't realize Gajanan, as Balaram mentioned, on the inside. The journey is inside. The journey is inside. And it can only begin with vivek, discriminative power. Dhyan. Dhyan. And devotees, let's end it with one statement from Ramayana. Dharma te virati yoga te jnana, jnana moksha pradvet bhakana. We perform our duties, our dharmas. Out of that we develop virati, this passion. Deep concentration, yoga te jnana. From out of deep yoga concentration, we get wisdom. The Ganesh principle. Jnana moksha pradvet bhakana. Then we are very well and truly on the path to liberation. This is not just a celebration on the outside, but it's an eternal celebration on the inside. And I'm asking you to internalize it. Get on the journey now. You're taking one footstep with a physical offering, Bahya Bhakti. Let's go to Ananya Bhakti. And if we can reach it, Ekanta Bhakti, one end. I must identify with Gajanan Swami. Aham Brahmasmi. Bole Shri Gajanan Swami ki. Devotees, every footstep begins with one journey. I'm putting the point to you, I'm pointing at you. Begin the journey, I implore you. Life will be very, very tranquil, very, very peaceful.